In DC. Awareness of DC. Awareness. It does not go into our coffers. So make welcome from Tempe, Arizona, Sule Greg Wilson.
Hello, welcome. This is Sule Greg Wilson. Thanks so much for coming, for traveling on this show, which I am blessed to be asked to do. Walt Michael and Common Ground on the Hill. I've had so many wonderful memories about my time at Common Ground and look forward to more. So right now, I'd like to get started with you and doing a song that I learned from somebody who learned from somebody who learned it at a Rainbow Gathering, and it's moved on and on and on. But let's do this and just say, are you listening? Are you listening? Come on, this is the virtual world. You can do this and nobody has to hear. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Since it's so close to Earth Day, I figured we should dedicate at least a piece of this program to our relationship to the planet that supports us, all right? So, you can sing this. You can just listen if you want. Put your roots down. Put your feet on the ground. Ha. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it flows across your bones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it flows across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? You can hear what she says if you listen. You got put Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the thunder as it rolls across the skies is the same sound of the air in your body, in and out until you die. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Put them down. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the fire as it scorches all the land is the same sound of the fire in your belly when you're happy, you're sad, or mad. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the scream of the mountain as it tumbles to the earth is the same sound of the flesh in your body as it squeezes out at birth. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. If you listen, if you listen, if you listen, oh, if you listen. This next song blends Cuba, Havana, and Chicago together. Song by Mongo Santa Maria, beautiful instrumental, 5-4-3. This next song is beautiful instrumental. Whoa. There we go. This next song, 5-4-3. This next song is a beautiful instrumental, known as a beautiful instrumental by Mongo Santa Maria. A lot of people have done covers of it. John Coltrane, a bunch of other people have. And the lyrics are done by the amazing poet and storyteller and stuff, Oscar Brown Jr. I'm playing Udu ceramic drum on it. Let's get going. Dream of a land my soul is from. I hear a hand stroke on a drum. Shades of delight, cocoa you, rich as a night, afro blue. Elegant boy, beautiful girl, dancing for joy. Delicate whirl, shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. Two young lovers are face to face with undulating grace. They gently sway, then slip away to some secluded place. Shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. Whispering trees echo their sighs, passionate pleas, tender reply, shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. Lovers in flight, upward they glide and burst at the height, slowly subside, shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. And my slumbering fantasy assumes reality until it seems it's not a dream. The two are you and me. Shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as a night, afro blue. Howdy, folks. I want to feature this drum, the Ashiko Drum, that was brought to the United States by Moses Mian, who taught it to Chief Bey, Babatai Wo, Montego Joe. Guys have been blessed to be around a little bit, and this is a song from Chief Bey's album, and it's called Samba for Yemaya. So he's singing a Brazilian song for a Yoruba deity, really in the Cuban conception, by a guy from South Carolina who had an urban Nigerian drum. And now you got me from DC singing it. Yemaya in Yoruba land is river, but after the Middle Passage, Yemaya became the symbol and the Orisha of the living waters, the ocean where sunlight travels, that part of that sustains us all. And since it's Earth Day, we're doing this for Earth Day. We're doing that for here. So here we go. Samba for Yemaya. Yemaya, Abu Kabayina Yehu, Yemaya, Abu Kabayina Ye, Yemaya, Abu Kabayina Yehu, Melede. This instrument has been used as a water carrier too. So let's think about that. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God gonna trouble the water. God gonna trouble the water. Who's that yonder dressed in red? God gonna trouble the water. Must be the people that must be the children of the Israelites. God's gonna trouble the water. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. That's right. Now wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna take care of the problems. Gonna mess up. Nobody can follow me. God's gonna trouble the water. They're not gonna find me in this stream. God gonna trouble the water. Well, I went to the water one day to pray. God gonna trouble the water. And my soul got so happy that I stayed all day. God's gonna trouble the water. Singing, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God gonna trouble the water. God gonna trouble the water. God gonna trouble the water. Well, if you don't think I have been redeemed, God gonna trouble the water. Just see this Holy Ghost sitting with me. God gonna trouble the water. So wait, oh wait, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God gonna trouble 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 the water. Wait. Five, 4, 3. Once upon a time, a famous Canadian folk singer visited the U.S. and went to one of the far reaches of our fabled land. And they saw so many beautiful things, but they also saw some strange things. And therefore, henceforth, came this song. Well, they pay paradise, put in a parking lot, with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put in a parking lot. That's what she saw. They pay paradise, put in a parking lot. Well, they took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charge all the people $25 to see them. No, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put in a parking lot. Hey, corporation, stop with the splitting jeans. Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Please. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put in a parking lot. Hey, they pay paradise, put in a parking lot. They don't seem to care if Gaia survives or not. Well, they keep cutting trees, we're all gonna get too hot. Hey, and I won't have time to use all the things I bought. True story, Joni Mitchell went to Hawaii, saw this great, beautiful, beautiful place. And then they leveled about half of the area for cars. Hello, how are you? Look, like magic. This is my friend and writing partner and long-standing compatriot. We argue all the time. Meg Arredondo, an amazing musician and teacher, and she lives right around the corner too, which is really cool. All right, so we're going to do a song that I know you know, so sing along with it. Please take advantage of the virtual world and sing your heart out. You know, let the neighbors know that you're doing this thing. But, you know, it's all good, right? You ready?
Ready.
Okay, hit it, baby. He got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world hands he's got the little bitty baby. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain. In his hands he's got the sun and the moon. In his hands he's got the fire and the earth. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole wide world. In his hands he's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. You know, we're on Earth, and there is inevitability in that. That's why we need to celebrate Earth Day every day, because we are on Earth and we have the blessings of that. And let's not mess it up, all right? So let's go. Here we go. Well, you may have me all the time. You may never go my way, but Mama Earth is laying for you. There's a debt you have to pay. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. Oh, when it all is done, you're gonna go back to Mother Earth. You may own half a city, even diamonds and pearls. You may buy a plane, baby, and go all over this world. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. 'Cause when it all is done, you got to go back to Mother Earth. Well, you may own the politicians, fool the people too. You may have enough dirt on people that they will lie in court for you. I don't care how much you got. I don't care what you're worth. 'Cause when it all is done, you got to. Oh, when it all is done, you got to. Stay with it. Mother Earth. A lot of folks have done this song, the Garden Song. Peter, Paul, and Mary, John Denver had a hit with it, but the one that went into my mind first was the old jug band blues holler lady, Maria Muldaur. So. Inch by inch, row by row, pray we make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, Egun bless these seeds I sow. Egun warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. picking stones. Man is made of dreams and bones. I feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, I feel my place in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Plant me rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make her way strong if we give her love and care. Look at that crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered kin up there. Inch by inch, row by row, pray we make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, it gon' bless these seeds I sow. It gon' warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Orisha oko go feri weri, wami mo rumari wo. Orisha oko go feri weri, wami mo rumari wo. Hi. This next song was deep in my soul. This album appeared, I guess my sister brought it home. This amazing artist, soulful and folk-hearted artist from Chicago. This song, I love this song, Occasional Rain by Terry Collier. There was rain today, and crystal blue was hidden by a cloudy gray. A sudden shower came to wash the sun away. Occasional rain. Damn the weatherman, he seems to work against me any way he can. And he's been dealing teardrops since the world began. An occasional pain. And blue, you don't believe I'm talking to you. The light is shining through you, but still you won't see. And blue, you think I'm trying to undo you, when I only want to speak the truth and speak truth. I can't tell you when, but someday soon we'll see the sun reborn again. And there'll be light without as well as light within, and occasional rain. Occasional rain, occasional rain. Hello, we got something for you. Be ready to rock. Very simple tune. I know you're going to sing along. That's what we're here for, to bring that joy from everybody. So let's just do it. Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3, 4. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. Have a grand time. We'll be walking with the angels, singing glory, hallelujah. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. Have a grand time. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. Have a grand time. We'll be walking with the angels, singing glory, hallelujah. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. Have a grand time. We shall have a grand time up in heaven. We shall have a grand time in heaven. Have a grand time. We'll be walking with the angels, singing glory, hallelujah. We shall have a grand time in heaven. Have a grand time. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Cause the sound of the river as it flows across your bones is the same sound of the blood in your body as it flows across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Hello, we are down to our last song of the set, and Meg and I are going to do a song that I really, really love. That is from a band which I was so glad to have been around when they came out in the early 70s. I mean, how many Afro rock bands was I able to listen to back then on the radio? And I even went to see them, fantastic shows. This is Woyaya, which means we're going, from the group Osibisa. And I just love this song, and I hope you do too. Ready to rock and roll. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, we know with Him. We will get there, heaven knows how we will get there, we know we will. It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. We know we will. We know we will. I love this song. This woman is so patient. Thank you all. Really appreciate working with you all, and I hope you had a good time. I know I had a good time. You had a good time?
I had a good time.
Okay, there we go. Hope to see you again. Love you all, and love, peace, and soul, like Don Cornelius said. Ashio.
1, 2, 3. Sule.
Yes.
Wow, it's good to see you. This
Yes.
pandemic has just made it so it's so hard to get together, but here we are.
Yes, we are. Well, the past 3 years have been hard on everyone, and
Yeah. Yeah.
so this is
And
the way we learn to get together.
yeah, well, in some ways we get together more.
Mhm.
And you're coming to us from Tempe, Arizona. Tempe.
My wife's tempeh is that, fuzzy, moldy wheat stuff.
Oh, Tempe. Okay. So
Tempe, you see.
Tempe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It took me a long time to
Yeah, and I think I used to pronounce it Tempe, but
yeah,
it's
Tempe is what most people do.
Tempe. Yeah. So Arizona,
Yeah.
and I should let folks know that you taught with us in person a number of years. We had this amazing program with DC school kids,
Yeah, that was
which
great.
was for me, I think, one of my highlights in this work. And I'd like for you to talk a little bit about, and the way I found out about you was back in the day, before the millennium. When I formed Common Ground on the Hill, one of the things I did was put together a black string band workshop
Mhm.
with Earl White
Yes.
and Guy Davis and Sparky Rucker, and it was great. But I kept seeing these emails. This is the early days of emails, right? I saw these emails from Sule Greg Wilson and the Black Banjo Gathering. Was that it? Black Banjo.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And I guess I finally reached out and said, what's going on? And found out that you've been doing all this amazing work, and that you were sort of a mentor, not sort of, but a mentor to what became the Carolina Chocolate Drops.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you brought them, before they had that name, to Common Ground,
Yes.
right before they exceeded us.
Well, and I I slipped the DVD and the CDs to Taj Mahal and to a couple other people, John Sebastian and them, and they all went mad. And as they say, the rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's interesting. So Pete Seeger says we're all links in the chain.
Yeah.
And my sense is that, you are an important link in that. And the other thing we found out that we had in common was that we're both from DC.
Yeah.
And started talking about this, that, and the other. And I was a page in the Supreme Court, and sure enough, your brother replaced me
That's right.
and went on to greater things.
Went on to-
He's no folk musician.
No, he's
and
not.
No, but it's so amazing that we, that there was that connection.
Yes, really
And-
amazing.
And you talked to me once about, can't remember whether it was your parents, your father, or your grandfather, who were Pullman porters.
Nope.
No.
No. My father worked at Howard University, and so did my great grandfather. Yeah, my grandfather worked at Howard University. On my mother's side, my father's my father's father burned money at the bank in Philadelphia.
Burned money?
Burned money at the bank in Philadelphia and was a barber and other stuff on the side, keeping up that great African American tradition of hair.
I
Yeah,
don't know where I'm mixing up that story.
oh, me neither.
Um,
I'd love to hear it.
there's somebody from Common Ground whose ancestors or, grandparents were part of the Pullman Porter thing. And for those of you who haven't studied the civil rights movement or don't know about this, these were very, very important people in the movement.
Hmm.
Their union was really strong. And of course, it stretched from wherever the trains went.
Sea to shining sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question. How did you get into this folk music thing? How did that happen?
Um, it was around. Okay, I'm the youngest of three. Okay,
Right.
big brother's 9 years older than me. My sister's 4.5 years older than me, and so I was really lucky that their music was coming through the walls. You know,
Yeah.
so Chico's playing Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Wendy is playing Bembea Jazz or something like that. And then, and I got for Christmas when I was like 6 years old or something, I got an LP, which I still have, children's cowboy songs.
There you go.
This valley, with the guy playing a plectrum banjo and stuff and guitars. I love that thing, and I
Yeah.
still have that album.
Right.
And that was always in me. And then when I got to junior high school, I got into folkloric ensemble, the African folkloric ensemble.
Mhm.
And so I got all this music coming. And so by the time I get to high school, I'm stacking my record player with Taj Mahal, Les Ballets Africains, the Dramatics, Funkadelic, and, Quincy Jones,
Wow. Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Go to sleep with all that.
Wow. And what kind of music were your parents into?
Well, my dad really loved Sarah Vaughan. Big story in the family. She babysat for my big brother one time,
Wow.
and that was he was in the 40s. He was in his
Right.
20s. He was served in World War II.
Uh-huh.
So he was a swing guy, but he also had a little bit of a voice. So he was sang with Red Prysock, which is Arthur Prysock's brother, something like that.
Uh-huh.
That kind of music. And we had some of my favorite music is these old Jump Blues 78s that were in the house.
Right.
My brother and sister and I would play and jump around on and
Right.
that kind of
Was
stuff.
there any religious music going on?
Yes, every Sunday my father would play some gospel and spirituals,
Uh-huh.
either records or on the radio. We didn't go to church much. His parents went to church. His mom was
Mhm.
apostolic, and his dad was Methodist. And eventually, his dad went to his mom's church and ruined her life because she didn't have her privacy anymore. But
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to go to different churches.
yeah, you have your own life,
Wow.
And but I was really lucky that because I went to mosque, I went to temple, I went to church, I went to Hebrew school, I went to all these different places with friends and family when I was young. Went to
Wow.
services with my grandparents and with other friends and family members too.
So you had a very rich childhood.
Yeah, yeah. My parents let me get up Saturday morning, walk 2 blocks to catch the J5 bus down Fifth Street, and I'd take it all the way down to Federal Triangle,
Mm-hmm.
get off and go across the street and wander through the Smithsonian all day long
Yeah. Yeah.
on my own, no phone.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think it's hard for people to imagine how sort of free everything was not that long. Well, it was a long time ago, let's face it.
It
Uh,
was 60
but
years ago.
my parents didn't think anything. Yeah, get on the bus and go down to the museums or
Yeah,
streetcars even.
yeah,
Um, and there wasn't that fear. And DC, wow, so many free things.
yes,
I remember the first time I drove to New York, I was like poor by the time I got through the tolls.
yes.
There were no tolls around DC.
Yes. Remember did you try to hold your breath going through the Harbor Tunnel?
No, that's a long tunnel.
Well, that, as kids, that's what you're trying to. You're trying to hold your breath as long as you
Right.
can, going through, see if you make it all the way through.
Wow. So you're in Arizona. You're in
Yeah,
Arizona, and
yeah.
you do some teaching in the schools, right?
Yes, I do. I mean, when I first moved out here, it was a big shock in a lot of ways. The people out here didn't understand because every time I'm doing these folkloric and kind of cultural programs, they said, "Are you from Jamaica?" Because that was the only association they had with some kind of
Right.
cultural, black cultural program was that.
Right.
So yeah, that. And when I came out here, of course, I worked as an archivist at Pueblo Grande Museum, and I worked at the airport doing the same thing. But then those jobs are few and far between. So then I started working as a long-term as a substitute teacher, long-term sub, and all these other places, while I developed this artistic stuff that I do at the same time, and eventually wound up working for charter schools, teaching at ASU, teaching for the community colleges,
Wow.
and now I am doing. I'm doing. I'm just going to sign up. I think I'm going to go be a charter school again, teach the full school year. But I've been enjoying doing the substitute teaching because that allows me to make some money every day and also leave town whenever I have to do programming, which
Right.
and service work, which I love to do.
Yeah. Wow. Fascinating. So you have found a home out there in Arizona, and every time it snows here, you can just laugh at us.
No, I don't even pay attention. 'Cause oh, there was
Well,
something that happened last week. Oh well.
right. Well, I think you probably have made a trip or two down to Common Ground on the border.
No,
You
no,
haven't been there yet.
no.
We have to hook you up because you would be wonderful there. Common Ground on the Border is our sister organization
Hmm.
in Green Valley, and Sarita. There's a wonderful activist church there,
Mm.
and led by Randy Mayer, and all these Green Valley Samaritans are there, and they go across and work across the border and work with, help feed, and sort of love on the asylum seekers, these wonderful young
Yeah.
families, and we got to
That's
get you down there. And there's a coffee house, so we got to get you that gig.
yeah, that'd be a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard so many stories because for a while my wife hit the glass ceiling, so she had to move. So she wound up, and I went with her after a year to San Diego, where she worked at the border
Uh-huh.
in the in the in the pharmacy at a detention center.
Oh, wow.
All those people cross, and the stories
Yeah.
that she got from
Yeah.
people and heard about. So,
Yeah. It's,
heart wrenching.
yeah, it is. And we would just hope that everybody would, um, before they make their minds up about any of these quote unquote issues, get down to the humanity of it and check it out. Go down and visit. I take college students out to the border every year.
Hmm.
So, well, I can't wait for us to get you back here in person.
Yeah, that would be.
It's not happening this summer, but it will. We're Common Ground on the Hill. I don't know if you've heard this, but we are now a folk life center of Maryland.
Ooh,
Yeah.
not hear that.
Yeah. So, after 26 years, the the traditions wing of the Maryland State Arts Council decided, we're not going to create a folk life center. We're going to have a bunch of them, and we're going to make centers of the places that are already doing the work.
Yeah.
So we are among them, and we represent Frederick, Howard, and Carroll counties. Yeah,
Mhm.
and documentation is part of our stuff. And so you in this program are actually part of what we're producing for the Folk Life Center in perpetuity.
Uh-oh. Good thing I trimmed.
I think you look good. But it's great to see you. I really miss you, and what a great concert you've given us. And instead of saying goodbye, we're going to let you sing the last song and say goodbye to folks.
All right. This last song is Thank You Very Much, Walt. And let me tell you, I don't know if I told you, but the year that we left DC to move out to Arizona was the first year of Common Ground.
Huh.
And I saw it, and it was like in the rearview mirror, I was like, oh, And it's been amazing, amazing, amazing. I sing Common Ground on the Hill's praises and yours personally for putting it and maintaining it as every chance I get.
Well,
Really.
we're a group that likes to love on each other. I have to say, can't say enough great things about our staff. Maria Wong, who does all this work and puts
Thank you,
everything
Maria.
together, and Matt Vincent in our office, and Linda Van Hart, the artist. It's amazing. And
Yes. I mean, all the people you have had, I mean, that I, Claudia and all these other people that I've worked with over the years at Common Ground have been amazingly open-hearted, thoughtful, patient, and wise people.
well, that's wonderful to hear.
Really.
Sometimes I just feel stupid, you know.
That's all right. The figurehead is always just,
That's right.
figurehead.
Throw fruit at him.
Everybody else does the work.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's great to see you, and we should do this offline sometime. Get together
Yes,
and talk
that would
more.
be a good idea.
Make some plans.
Yeah. So let me tell you about this song. This
Yeah.
song has two names. It's an instrumental. I call it the Phoenix Rag. But when I put the words to it, it's called I Live in Love. And I wrote a verse for it, especially for Common Ground.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and we're going to just usher this song on in. And
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Great to see you and look forward to doing this over and over and over again and being of service to the world as we are.
refer your friends to this. It's going to be online forever.
Hey, all right. In perpetuity.
Oh, and wait a minute. I forgot the most important thing, folks. Put some money in the tip jar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Ding,
put
ding,
a
ding.
lot of money in the tip jar. Now we know for those, a lot of Maryland people got big returns on their income tax this year, big returns.
Ah,
So, share the wealth. Give the musicians some.
That's right. Dun, dun, dun. Shh.
All right. We'll see you later.
Thank you so much. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Hey there. We got a song for you. Closing up an original.
Yep, and a good one.
That she does a great job on. So please come into this song with us. Okay? Love you. We'll see you again soon. We're here to play this song, and we'd love y'all to sing along, 'cause we don't know if we're coming back along this way. So let's open up our hearts, these words to say. There comes a time living here that the heart is closed in fear. Try to live without a love, that stuff is just in the way. But then open up our hearts, these words to say. We live in love, we live in love, we live in love, we live in love. So now let's sing it loud. Raise your heart up and show it proud. Look above and pull in love and give it all back away. Boy, you give it out, that love, the more will stay. We live in love, we live in love,